Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Surreal 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy anyone's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for viewing, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my videos do not resonate with you, please do not make them fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing, so let's begin healing together. I would like to address the videos that I make. My videos that I make are live. Whomever is here viewing me at the time that I make the video, when I see your messages, I respond to most of them. So before I get started with the readings, every once in a while, I'm having a conversation with someone in the back. And then I get to the reading because the readings are live. If my head is up and I'm looking at the screen, then I will address comments. I don't answer questions. My channel is not like any other tarot readers who blurt out answers. Whatever they got going on is what they have going on. But on this platform, and I say this all the time, and I dislike being repetitive, but I don't answer questions. Is Mary going to get back with Bill? Is James and I going to get back together? Is Mo, Harry, or Larry going to do comedy? I don't answer questions like that. This is a tarot platform here. Now, on my personal webpage, I do answer any question that you have. I do mediumship readings to whereas I connect to spirit, your spiritual team, someone from your family. It could be a friend. It could be a co-worker, someone that's around you in the spiritual realm that comes in. I connect to spirit. That's a mediumship reading. A psychic reading is when you book a psychic reading with me, you give me permission to go into your world, to see everything that's going on around you. And we discuss just that. I do personal tarot readings on my website as well. And then that's all inclusive, a little with psychic. I don't answer mundane questions on the platform here because my energy is spent on the reading itself. Other people, yeah, they may shout out answers for you, but that's not the platform that I have going on over here. In real life, I get paid for what I do. I get paid for what I do. Every once in a while, if I'm being led to, I'll do a pick a card for free. I'll do a pick a card for free. One time, I did a $5 pick a card, and my spirit didn't feel good about it. So I do pick a cards every now and then. If you follow me, you may be here when I do a pick a card reading, when someone is brave enough to say, can you pull a card for me? And then I'm all in, and I will do that. And that's rare. It's a rare occurrence. When my spiritual team tells me to do it, I obey and I do it. Because some people need answers that can't afford it. So when I am guided in that direction, I will do a pick a card for free. And I understand that everyone can't book a mediumship reading. Everyone can't book a psychic reading. Everyone can't book a personal tarot reading. That's why when I do the readings here, I dive all in. If I have a part 2 to a video, I'm not posting it inside of a Patreon and making you pay for a part 2 to hear the rest of the reading. My readings are long because I am nosy as fuck. So I like to dive in to see what's going on in that particular zodiac sign's life surroundings. Everything I do here on these platforms are for free. But on my personal website, I do personal readings. I do personal readings. That's the difference between me and them. My videos are posted in tarot communities. They're posted in spiritual communities because that's where people see them. But I am not a part of any community. I'm a one-woman army. I don't get down with people and their shenanigans. What I do is for real. And what I do is to try to be a helpmate to others in any area that I can. Let us get down to this all signs reading. I see my daughter just started following me just now. If I miss a sign, please let me know that I did miss a sign. I'm not going to go in any particular order. I feel like that's unfair because we know Aries is always first and Pisces is always last. So I try to mix it up so that everyone that's here won't have to wait for Pisces all the way at the end. And then Aries is always first. Listen, my last name, I was at the end of the alphabet, and when they lined us up in school and told us to get in line by our last name, I used to be like, yo, fuck that. I'm always at the end of the line. So I like to mix it up here, to be fair, But let us get to this reading. Many of you who know me, you know that I put the camera on the desk so that you can watch me shuffle the cards. Each reading, I'm hoping for 3 cards only. 3 cards per sign. That's what I'm asking the universe for. But whatever they deliver is what they're going to deliver. However, if you don't feel like the reading is for you, you don't need to tell me. Move on. If the reading is for you, it will be for you from the beginning of the reading until the end. There's no in between about it. You don't need to take a piece from here and there. Yes, you can book a reading on my personal website. You can go on my personal website and book a reading there. Also, if you don't want to type in my website, you can go on the front of my TikTok page, press the button, and it will redirect you over to my webpage where you can book a reading with me there. All my readings are, I think, after 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. I'm lazy like that. No, but if you want the best of me, always book after 10 a.m. or 11. But other than that, you're welcome. And we get down dirty. And all I ask after the reading you leave me a review. Leave a review. Good, bad, ugly. Just tell the truth. That's it. However, let us get down to the reading. I've cleared my space before I came to this reading. I cleansed myself before I came to the reading. And whatever goes down is about to go down. If the reading is for you, I promise it'll be for you from the beginning to the end. You don't have to take a piece from here and there to make it fit your circumstances. As my grandmother would say, from the rooter to the tutor. You don't have to take a piece to make it fit you. If it's not for you, then this may not be the time that the reading is for you. But understand, tarot has no timing. With it having no timing, any video that I have on my YouTube platform, you can go ahead and dive in, pick your sign, and take a listen to it. You may have to skip a little bit as I'm chatty right now. A lot of my videos are like that, where I speak a lot in the beginning, because sometimes if I'm looking at the screen, I get to see what you're writing. I also have someone in the background that will respond for me. I always tell people, be careful with who I have in the background, because the person or the people that I have in the background have very real spiritual gifts as well. So when I don't answer you and you think that you're being nasty to whomever is responding, understand I wouldn't let anybody respond if they didn't have spiritual gifts. They have to be able to match my energy. So they are a medium, a psychic, and a tarot reader as well. Real talk. But be careful with them, because I'm not your average psychic. I'm not your average tarot reader or medium. I'm a root worker. I like to get down and dirty. I've been doing this forever. Let me tell you, my whole family line is what I do. Let us get to the reading. I hope everyone is doing well. I came on early because I want to get this over with. I want my evening to myself. I do. I want my evening to myself. But let us get to the reading. We're going to start off with the sign of Capricorn. We're going to start off with the sign of Capricorn, male or female. If I don't say what the gender is, understand that we all have masculine and feminine energies. We all have masculine and feminine energies. So where you stand in your energy is going to be your business, you know, because, you know, life has changed. Life has been lifing. And, you know, people, they get a little annoyed if you call someone a male and they identify as female. If you call somebody a female and they identify as male, it's tricky. So listen, to each his own. To each his own. Many of you know that I ring my bell before any reading. Capricorn, something has shifted inside of you. I recently did a Capricorn reading. I believe it was less than a week ago. But there's a change. There's a shift happening inside of you, which is a good thing. Which is really a good thing, because that bell went straight. It went straight. And I didn't get that for you when I did the reading. So that's a positive sign. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear for the sign of Capricorn. Thank you. This is going to be a 3-card spread. This card is not included. This deck is not included. This is just a spiritual message for the sign of Capricorn. Ooh, I use this as a message for each sign. I use this as a message for each sign. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Capricorn? Capricorn, the cards are not talking, which is rare. Ooh, that's a lot. Ooh, that's a lot. We would be here all day. So I'm going to take the one that's closest to the desk. And I'm going to put the rest back in. We have this just in, Capricorn. This just in. Spirit comes to remind you that resilience is in your blood. You have the power to overcome anything life may have to throw at you. If you're feeling defeated about any situation in your life right now, Spirit says don't, for you may bend, but you are without a doubt unbreakable. And I said, when I rang that bell went straight. That means something has shifted. You understand the sentiment that you may bend, but you will never break. And that's a beautiful thing to understand, that no matter how you're feeling, if you're feeling in a rut, if you're feeling in a funk, you don't stay there. Capricorns are always digging themselves out of a situation. They don't stay in that energy. So welcome back, Capricorn. Welcome back, because you are the GOAT. Understand that when I was growing up, you know, a lot of the elders in my day, they would walk around saying that they were the GOAT. And some of them, I used to say, I wish they would shut the F up. They know they are not the GOAT. But you, whomever I'm speaking to, that is a Capricorn, walk with that title, the GOAT. Hold your head up, because that means that you are it. Let me tell you, you are that person. At the bottom of the deck, Capricorn, this just in. This just in. Self-love is just as important than having someone to love you. Spirit says the love you give to yourself tells the universe how you want to be loved by someone else. Practice self-love. So Capricorn, I don't know many Capricorns that don't take care of his or herself. But once again, this could be past tense. That when you were feeling in a rut, when you were feeling in that funk, you may not have been caring for yourself mentally. Mentally allowing yourself to be discombobulated by thoughts. And we all know that thoughts become things. So you should never focus on the things that you do not desire. You should only focus on the things that you do desire to have for yourself. If you want it all, you can have it all, but you won't get everything. My daughter dislikes when I say that, but it's a true statement. Let's just say if you ask the universe for 20 things, you have 20 things on a list, and you say to the universe, this is my list. This is what I desire to have for myself. This is what I'm meditating on. And then the universe says, okay, I see your list, but I'm going to grant you 18 out of that 20. You may feel like, my goodness, I wanted everything. You did get everything. You're just minus 2 of the things because these are the things that you didn't have. So always be grateful. Always be grateful. True story. If I find a penny on the ground, I'm grateful to that penny because it's a penny more than I had. So be grateful to what you see as little. You had a list of 20 things. These are 20 things that you did not have, and you received 18 of them. It's more than what you had. So always be grateful because, yes, you can have anything you want, but you may not get everything. Let us begin this reading. This reading is for the sign of Capricorn, male or female. This is going to be a 3-card spread. This is past, present, and future. This is a past, present, and future reading for the sign of Capricorn. Capricorns, let's get to it. A 3-card spread. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Capricorn, male or female. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Past, present, and future. Thank you. 3-card spread, Spirit guides. Ooh, that was a lot. Here we go again, Capricorn. Spirit wants me to do an entire reading for you. But once again, I'm only going to take the ones that are closest to the bottom that fell out. Capricorn, we have 3 cards. The first card is strength. Once again, you are the GOAT. Yes, strength is a Leo card. Absolutely. But you are the GOAT. You are strong within your own right. Each sign has a strength. And you have many of them, Capricorn. Spirit wants you to focus on your inner strength, not allowing yourself to get back in that funk and feeling down in the rut. That was a past situation. That's something that you have already been through. But you now stand in your power. You are courageous. You know who you are. Every once in a while, the ego comes in. And when the ego comes in, the ego actually wants us to be less than who we are. The ego wants us to make poor decisions. So the ego will have you sitting there thinking about the things that you don't have instead of focusing on the things that you do. We all may want more in life, but in order to have the things that you desire, you have to value the things that you have, and that's self. Because self-love is just as important as having someone to love you. True story. Past situation, you've already dealt with that. Present situation, 5 of Cups. Capricorn, the present situation, you are still regretting something that you felt like was a missed opportunity. You're regretting something or someone that you don't have, that you continuously think about. Spirit is saying, don't focus on loss, as I just said to you. Focus on the things that you do have. And there could have been someone in your life that betrayed you. Guess what? Spirit got that as well. Many people seek revenge. My Bible thumpers, the Bible says, I will allow your enemies to be your footstool. My spiritual people, we just say to the universe, handle that. Handle that. And we get to watch from a distance, especially when there's nothing that you have done to a person that has betrayed you. What comes around, goes around. We call that karma. And you understand karma. Many people understand karma. And a lot of people play with karma. But Capricorn, you know not to play with karma. This person will receive their karma, whomever it was that betrayed you. The future. This is the number 2. I like the number 2. I love the number 2 because the number 2 is a very powerful number in spirituality. The number 2 is the High Priestess. The number 2 is the High Priestess. So your future self, Spirit is saying, trust your intuition. Don't trust anyone or anything else but you. Trust your intuition. There's a Capricorn here who's diving into his or her spirituality once again. Because I feel like you start, you stop, you start, you stop. But how are you going to know how powerful you are if you're not consistent? We have to be consistent. You hold the secrets. You hold the answer to those secrets. The number 2, as I said, is a powerful number that means inner peace. Tap in and become one with self. The number 2 is very positive energy. Finding your divine purpose, secrets, finding the answers, because all the answers come from within. True story. Angel number 2 represents cooperation and balance with oneself. Have faith, never give up. No matter how difficult something has been, don't give up. And you are the GOAT. As I said, you can climb up out of any situation. Nothing or no one can hold you down. You are the GOAT. Honor your sign. Honor who you are. True story. Who wouldn't want to call themselves the GOAT? Where I'm from, many people, they be like, I'm the GOAT. And they don't even deserve that title. There's a Capricorn who does. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Cups, which is a beautiful card to have. This is the 9 of Cups. Capricorn, with the 9 of Cups appearing in your reading, a wish is going to be fulfilled. So if you recently wished for something, it's going to be fulfilled. And understand, when this wish is fulfilled, life is good. And in the words of Langston Hughes, life is fine as wine. Let me tell you. So, congratulations, Capricorn. Congratulations, because there's a wish that is about to be fulfilled for you. Next up, we're going to move on to Scorpio. We're going to move on to Scorpio. And I have to cleanse my space after every sign. I have to cleanse my space after every sign. It's always so important to do so, because you don't want the energy from one reading diving into the next. So let me just shuffle these cards, and then I'll cleanse my space. Just give me 2 seconds. Listen, I'm going over all the zodiac signs, so we're going to be here. And when you hear your sign, you don't have to stick around. But if you know what your placements are, and you understand that many of us have so many zodiac signs within us, you may stick around to hear if you know what your placements are. We are doing Scorpio. I'm moving these to the side, and we're pulling out Scorpio. Let me ring this bell for Scorpio. Scorpio, you too. You too. The bell went straight. The bell went straight. So for you too, Scorpio, Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Scorpio. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. This is for the sign of Scorpio. This will also be a 3-card spread. Past, present, and future. Ooh, we got 2 cards that came out for Scorpio. In other news, Scorpio, in other news, Spirit wants you to allow love into your life. The door of love and romance is open for you. Let your guard down and welcome it. Spirit says you deserve it. There could be a Scorpio that's single here, and you've been turning down offers or not even thinking about dating at all. Possibly from a past situation that you've dealt with, past experiences, or the people around you, you watching their relationships take a tank. And you're like, I don't want any parts of it. But Spirit is saying, what somebody else has going on, it doesn't mean that you're going to encounter the same problems. Whatever you dealt with, it doesn't mean that you're going to encounter these same problems. If you are single, Spirit is telling you to allow love and romance into your life because you deserve it. And anytime this card comes out, that means Spirit is saying you've healed. We've honored your healing. We see your healing, and you honored yourself. That's why you've healed. So what was will not be again. The way that you love on you is what's coming towards you to love you in the same manner. If you are a Scorpio and you are in a relationship, maybe your guard has been up with your person. But Spirit is saying you can trust, let your guard down because the door of love and romance is open. We have breaking news, Scorpio. Breaking news. With the breaking news card, focus on the now, right now. Don't focus on the past. Don't try to dive into the future to see what's coming towards you. Spirit wants you to focus on the here and now, what's going on right in front of you. Because we often forget to live in the present moment. Because we are too busy dwelling on the past and worrying about the future. So Spirit says to remain in the present moment at all times. At the bottom of the deck, Scorpio, we have this just in. This just in. Spirit says focus on your finances at this time. Slow down with spending and develop the habit of saving, or at least start to invest your money into assets that will bring you financial stability and wealth. So there could be a Scorpio that's having some financial hardships. Spirit is telling you to slow down with your spending or start to invest. Start to invest. Let's dive into the reading. This is going to be a 3-card spread, past, present, and future. I should mix it up a little bit. I should do a 3-card spread for Scorpio to whereas we focus on the root of a problem, something personal, something that's challenging, and what the solution is going to be. You know what? Let me switch it up one more time. Let's mix this up. Let's do a 3-card spread on your needs, your wishes, and your wants. And that's because we just got at the bottom of the deck, your finances. So let's see what Spirit has in store for you. All the signs will have a 3-card spread. If other cards jump out, those will be bonus cards for you. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message for the sign of Scorpio, male or female. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. We're going to focus on your needs, your wishes, and your wants. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Scorpio, male or female? 3-card spread. We want to focus on their needs, their wishes and wants. Ooh, that was a lot. We're going to pull from the bottom. We're going to pull from the bottom. Push these back in to the side. The first card, Scorpio, this is card number 1. Something you need right now. This is the Ace of Swords. This is something you need right now. You need a breakthrough. And for someone here, it's a financial breakthrough. You need the truth. You want victory within your situation. You have some mental clarity because things have been a little fuzzy for you, but you're going to be receiving some communication of some sort. Listen, Spirit, whether it's a crossed over loved one, whether it's an angel or an archangel, there's going to be someone here that's going to communicate with you through your dream state to bring you some new ideas and to encourage strength through adversity. Because right now, things feel daunting, especially when it comes to finances. But your needs are a breakthrough. And you will have a breakthrough because with the Ace of Swords, that's victory. We have the number 2 card. This is something you wish for. This is something that you may have wished for right now. The 9 of Wands. This is something that you have wished for. Listen, there's a battle going on within. feeling weary, feeling tired and drained because you desire to have more. So once again, we're focusing on the bottom of the deck. Spirit is telling you to be courageous. You wish for something, and for someone here, it's your finances because you've had a big hit to your finances, some setbacks. The Nine of Wands card is here. You've had some setbacks, but Spirit is telling you to be courageous. You know, as I was saying to Capricorn, never focus on the things that you don't have. Focus on the things that you do have, and focus on the things that you desire to have, but never focus on what you don't have. You know, the number 9 card is one of my favorite numbers. Many of you who watched the readings, I have done multiple giveaways, whether I'm giving away decks, brand new, not any that I've used, or I'm sending out journals. I haven't done it in a while. Listen, because if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. Let me tell you. But when I tell you I've sent out enough journals to teach a classroom or two, I've done that. When I tell you I sent out tarot cards, even for people that are not subscribed to me, I've done that. Let me tell you. But the number 9, I am a big fan of the number 9. And I'm not a Bible thumper at all. And many of you who follow me for real, you know that I'm not a Bible thumper. However, I have read the Bible many times. And many of us had or were made to, especially when you got a grandparent that's really into the Bible. Let me tell you. However, I homeschooled my children, and understanding other religions, it was imperative so that they can make a decision for themselves on what they wanted to follow, who they wanted to follow, you know? And according to the Bible, there are 9 fruits of the Spirit, which are specific attributes: love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, faithfulness, goodness, gentleness, and self-control. Spirit wants you to have self-control, to not focus on the things that you don't have. They want you to focus on what you have, and they want you to focus on what's to come, because there's something coming in. You know, this is said to be the result of the influences of the Holy Spirit. Also in Christianity, it is said that Jesus died at the 9th hour. You can find that in Matthew 27:46. In Hinduism, the number 9 is the number of Brahma, the creator. And Ramadan, a time of fasting and spiritual reflection for Muslims. And, you know, no matter what your religion is, when Muslims are going through Ramadan, many people join in because fasting is to cleanse the body, the mind, the spirit. So it doesn't matter what your religion is. A lot of people do dive into that, you know. However, let me just say this. It's also spiritual reflection for Muslims. You know, the 9th month of the Islamic calendar is when these things happen. The number 9 shows up in our lives in a variety of ways. It takes a woman 9 months to carry a baby. It's 9 months of pregnancy. There are 9 innings in a baseball game. The number 9 is a beautiful thing to see and to experience how many people and cultures represent the number 9, because the number 9 represents unity. It's a unifying number, bringing something to a close so something new can begin. We have the 3 of Swords for the sign of Scorpio, your wants. This is your wants, Scorpio. And this is the 3 of Swords. This is your wants. Listen, you've been through some heartbreak. Yep, you've been through some heartbreak. You carry a lot of emotional baggage, pain from a heartbreak. you've experienced the heartbreak through breakups. And there's someone here who felt like they've gone through betrayal over and over again. You're suffering inside, but you're not telling anyone. And there's a conflict between you and another, or you and others, but the tears that you cry are not for the world to see or anyone to see, but you wish for things to change, for your circumstances to change. We have the number 8 at the bottom of the deck as your strength card. And once again, this is a Leo card. You know, Capricorn just received the Leo card as well, strength. And this is a whole different deck. And we have the strength for you. Spirit wants you to stand in your strength. Plain and simple. Be courageous. Have patience. Because there's going to be a turnaround in your finances. Spirit also wants you to have compassion for yourself. Because there's a situation that's making you beat yourself up from the inside and you are not showing anyone. Spirit wants you to stand in your strength of confidence because you're not confident as to what is to come. If you've asked for it, how can you not have faith in what you've asked for? Spirit wants you to hold on to your strength. You know, power. There's power when you believe. Listen, Spirit wants you to tame the beast on the inside. The beast that says, I don't know how I'm going to get this done. I don't know how I can do it. Spirit says, tame that energy because you're resilient. That was the reading for Scorpio. That was the reading for Scorpio. We're going to dive into Taurus. We're going to dive into Taurus. Can somebody keep up with me? Keep up with me. Let me tell you. We're going to dive into Taurus. And I saw one card that didn't belong in this deck. Let me look for it. But it could be in this deck for a reason. I don't see it right now. But I'll find it. That was Scorpio. So far we dived into Capricorn. We just dove into Scorpio. Now we're about to dive into Taurus. Let me just shuffle these cards. Let me shuffle the cards. I hope everyone is doing well. This is not a personal reading. I'm doing an all signs reading. So far, if you like what you're hearing, share the channel. Don't forget to hit like and don't forget to follow me. All of my videos that I do here, I place them on my YouTube platform. Thank you for the star. I place them on my YouTube channel so you can always go back and watch. You can always go back and watch. And you can fast forward, right? Because sometimes I do get into conversations with people that are on the live with me. And I know for some people that can be tedious when they're here for the reading only. But if we're in a live, sometimes those conversations are very enjoyable. But to a person that's just started following me, they just want to hear their sign and get to it. But I'm not here to appease anyone. I have to go with the flow of my spirit. And that's a true story. That's how you got to set boundaries. That's how you got to set boundaries. You said, I didn't see all of that. Did you catch that message for me? Someone said that they're trying to stay. That's all I got.
As long as I can for Sagittarius.
Okay, Saggy. Oh, for Sagittarius, they different. But let's not talk about Sagittarius right now. Let me just dive into Taurus. Taurus, let's see what's going on. Wow, that bell went straight as well. You know, that's 3 in a row. That's not a bad thing. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Taurus, male or female. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Taurus. Look, I had to switch the position of the cards, right? They sideways. That bell went straight. That's 3 in a row. That's 3 in a row. That's too many cards. We would be here too long. And I'm only going to take 2. Spirit is telling me to take 3. Let me just do it like this. I have to. Breaking news, Taurus. Breaking news. We're going to get through this as quickly as I can. Whatever it is that you have been praying for or trying to manifest is on its way to you. So keep believing and know that Spirit is always working on your behalf. Let me tell you, that card is self-explanatory. A lot of times when people ask for something, whether it's through prayer or meditation, when they feel like something is taking too long, they begin to give up. They start to not believe. Don't do that. Because right there, when you're on the cusp, that's when something beautiful appears. Don't give up. True story. Don't give up. In other news, you will soon be blessed with financial abundance. Spirit is always honored to give to us the things that we work for, pray for, and have faith in receiving. So get ready for your financial blessing. There's a financial blessing on its way, so get ready for it. Let me just say, don't forget about me. Breaking news, Taurus. The time has come for you to do the work, to heal your inner child. Doing this will help you to heal and understand why certain things and people continue to show up in your life. Remember that nothing good comes from ignoring a hurting child. There is a situation that you are holding on to. You don't talk about, you don't discuss it, but that's Taurus, that's the bull. You're stubborn as hell. However, Spirit is saying it's time to heal that inner child. Either let go of what transpired or face it head on as the bull does within yourself. So that all of that pain and trauma can be released. Stop carrying it with you. And a lot of times when people carry hurt and pain, they don't even realize themselves that certain things or a person may trigger that pain. So either release it, let it go, or face it head on. Whatever it was, face it so that you can move forward in life. You know, I've seen other tarot readers regurgitate a lot of shit that I say, but we're going to call them the false ones. And I went to a retreat in Arizona, and many of you know this story. And in this retreat, we were all strangers. Each and every one of us were strangers. But it was a retreat with other psychics, other mediums, no tarot readers, I'm just saying, but there were other people that were like me. And I really wanted to go to this retreat because I really don't conversate outside of the house with anyone when it comes to my spiritual gifts. True story. So I went to this retreat. And so the lady that was hosting the retreat made us get into groups. And we did this every day so each person could meet everyone that was a part of this seminar. And we had to, it was crazy. The way we got into groups, many people shared the same pains, the same hurt. Same things had transpired. Every group we kept switching into, it was something new every day. But I learned how to connect back to my younger self, my childhood self. I was able to reach back to the age I was when I was hurt by something or someone, to face me head on, to allow the inner child to understand, bitch, this is you now. And everything you went through didn't break you. You survived it, and you will. And then if there was something else that transpired, I went to that child at that time. And we spoke about it, true story. And I took her by the hand and the other one by the hand, and we walked our way through to the adult that I am. Let me tell you one thing about it. You know how much that would have cost me if I would have went to counseling? Many people have the, why did it happen to me? Why did I have to go through that? Many of us lack that understanding. And many people hate when they hear that some of the strongest soldiers go through the most pain. Nobody wants to hear that, but it's a truth, because you're still standing. You're still living. You're still breathing. And you're still making connections. Those connections are not made by you, your authentic self, because there's something that you're holding on to that you need to let go of or face it. And when we let go of it, it doesn't disappear. It lies dormant until someone triggers us, whether it be a person, a conversation. There's something that will trigger you, and you just may snap out of the blue. Connect back to yourself. Go back down that road that is painful. And say to yourself, if you're a female, I'm a female, be like, yo, bitch, we good over here. Whatever transpired, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you didn't get to speak about it. That's what I said to myself. I'm sorry that you didn't even know how to speak about it, how to describe it. That's what I said to myself. Because this self, my first trauma, was my cousin raping me. Kindergarten. So I didn't know how to go to my mom and say this or this. I didn't know the words for that. Nobody taught me the words that this is a vagina, nobody's supposed to touch it. These are your breasts and nobody is supposed to touch it. And when my cousin did it a second time, I told him, no, stop. I didn't want to play because I'm a little girl. Because he told me we're playing. But I didn't want to play. I don't want to play that game. I didn't like it the first time. I didn't like it the second time. And that's real talk. I had these gifts since I was a kid. And I used them in a vicious way. But I was way before my time. So I said to the universe, handle it. But I need you to handle it like this. When he has children, I want them to be girls. Not that I want him to hurt them, but I want him to see me in them. I want his daughters to look like me. Because mentally I wanted him to suffer. Now, his first child was a son. Ooh, I had to go back. I couldn't let my foot off the brakes. And I said, wait a minute, it's not what I asked for. I want him to have daughters. And then years down the line, when he got married, he had 2 girls. And my family started calling me like, you know, your cousin girls look just like you. They even look like your grandson. Y'all twins. We know we family. And nobody in my family knew at the time what transpired. And I said, my religious people, won't he do it? But in the work that I do, didn't I do it? Still wasn't enough until I went to this seminar. And I had to face that child and say, look, you're going to do something. You're going to cast this spell and you're going to be good. I went to the next child. Then I went to the teen me. Then I went to the adult me. And here I am. Here I am. There's a Taurus. You need some healing. And you act like everything is all good. And we can all put a smile on our face. And we can all pretend. But those nights when you're alone, you go back. Don't do that. It's either let it go and allow it to be dormant until somebody wakes up the beast and you're angry again, or face it. So it's time for you to face it so you can heal the inner child within. But other than that, we got some money coming in. I'm just saying. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Heal thyself. Heal thyself. Ooh, wee. Heal thyself. It's important. Don't carry this. Whatever it is, don't carry it. Breaking news. Taurus. Spirit says choose wisely. Be mindful that the decisions you make may have a positive or negative effect on you and others around you. You know, when you feel like you've let something go and then somebody says something and you may snap, or done something or touch you in a certain way, you may snap. Everything that we do have ripple effects, especially when you haven't healed fully on the outside. You look like you're all together. But it's clear there's something going on the inside. And you can do the work by healing thyself. It'll save you a lot of money too. This just in. This just in at the bottom of the deck. Taurus. Karma is real. Let me tell you. I tell people karma is my best friend. Whatever you put out into the universe will surely find its way back to you. Be mindful of what you say and what you do, for you will always reap what you sow, be it good or bad. Listen, be mindful of what you do, what you say, because karma is real. Let me tell you, I owe no karma. My slate is clean. Let me tell you, I don't do shit to people at all. I'm not that kind of root worker. I don't put spells on people. I'm that bitch. We gonna remove it. Whatever somebody did to you, we gonna reverse that shit. We, you and I, because I need your energy. They did that shit to you. So we gonna do this shit together. And we gonna reverse it back to center. And to whomever they paid to do the shit to you. And if they did it themselves, all the more better. Because that means our battle isn't hard at all. Karma's real. Don't be out here doing shit just to be doing shit. Don't be out here playing with shit just because somebody be like, yo, you bitch. Man, whatever. People call me names every single day. They say things about me all the time. I be like, that's how you feel? Then that's how you feel. I'm good over here. It's how I feel about me. So, unbreakable. I may bend, but I won't break. True story. And I ain't bending over that far. Let me tell you, I'm 52 years old. Karma is real. Take care of yourself. Be careful what you do, how you do it. And don't seek revenge on anyone. Don't get your hands dirty. The spiritual world is a beautiful thing. You get to keep your hands clean. Let me tell you, no jail time. No jail time. Listen, my husband taught me that. He did. He be like, you always want to put your hands on somebody. You got those gifts. Do it the right way. And I'm like, you're right. But sometimes it's easier to go with an open hand. But we got to do better. We got to do better. Let's get to it, Taurus. Let's get to this reading. Taurus, let's switch this deck up. Let's switch this deck up for the sign of Taurus, male or female. We're going to do a 3-card spread. Let go, embrace, and plan. That's what your 3 cards are going to be, to let go, embrace, and plan. That's how we doing your 3 cards, Taurus. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Taurus, male or female. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, what does Taurus need to know? Thank you. That's what you need to let go of. What do they need to embrace? Oh, my goodness. And this is what you need to plan. Taurus, ripple effect. This is your very first card. Let go of this. This is a ripple effect. Listen, let go of this. You can impact your surroundings in a very positive way. After all, Taurus, you are a leader. Many Taurus people are leaders. They're natural born leaders. So don't underestimate the little things that you say and do to someone. Because remember, when you haven't healed fully, little things will trigger you. And you just may snap on the wrong person that you didn't mean to say. You didn't mean to do it to. So just be mindful of healing, letting go. And in order for you to let go, you have to heal from within. This is what you need to embrace. This is the deer spirit. You should embrace the deer spirit. Listen, don't let people abuse your kindness, because there's a Taurus here that people take advantage of you because you are kind. So Spirit is here to remind you to not allow anyone to take your kindness as you being weak, because you're not. You just care about the people you care about. So be watchful of your predators. Be very watchful of your predators. You know, deer season, those deers know when the hunters are coming out to hunt them. So Spirit wants you to act like every day is deer season. You need to be watchful of your surroundings, your predators who takes your kindness as a weakness. And this is the plan, the flow of life. Spirit wants you to go with the flow of life, grow within so you can flow without. Grow within. When you don't heal thyself, you're stagnant. You stay in a certain position, you don't grow. So if you grow from within by letting go of what hurt you, you can grow with the flow of life. So whatever comes, let it come. Face it head on. You are the bull. Face it head on. Face you head on. The man or the woman in the mirror. We have the bottom of the deck, which is self-reflection. We're going down that rabbit hole. Self-reflection is working on yourself, healing that inner child. This is that journey into self-love. On the outside, everything looks beautiful, doesn't it, Taurus? But on the outside, you carry something heavy. You do. So be a reflection of what you want, because you haven't been your authentic self. So what do you want? What do you desire? What do you need, Taurus? We're moving on. We're going to rock out with Sagittarius. Now, I usually don't do this when somebody posted. And I was going to save Sagittarius for last, let me tell you, because Sagittarius people, they different. They are really different. A lot of Sagittarius people like to fight, and I mean physically. And they like to fight verbally. They do. Uh-huh. And it's crazy. A lot of people say Geminis have multiple personalities. But let me tell you, Sagittarius does as well. Oh, they like the Sour Patch Kid, right? 1 minute they sweet, and the next they're sour. They try to keep it together, but something inside makes them tick. They like that time bomb. They like that time bomb. I got to clear my energy for real for Sagittarius, let me tell you. I got to clear that energy. Let's ring that bell, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, your bell went straight as well. Then it also made a left. You know that U-turn, and I'm trying to figure out why you're going back. I got this thing with me. Everybody doesn't have it. But I got this thing with me that I don't like to do U-turns. I really don't. I don't like to look back. I don't. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Sagittarius, male or female. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Sagittarius, what's going on? We're going to do you as... once again, we're going to do a 3-card spread. We're going to see what the root of the problem is. We're going to see what your personal challenges are and a solution. Breaking news. Spirit says, choose wisely. And this card just came out and you watch me shuffle it. Spirit says, choose wisely. Be mindful that the decisions you make may have a positive or negative effect on you or others around you. Be careful what you do. Be careful what you say. But there's a decision that you need to make, and it should be your decision and your decision alone. There are a lot of people that we go to for advice. And we may listen. And we may not take their advice at all. Sounds familiar, Sagittarius? But that's not a bad thing. Because guess what? You have to come up with the best solution for yourself. Nobody could tell you what to do. Nobody can tell you how to do it. You have to do it in the way that is comfortable for you. So there's a decision that you need to make. And it could hurt others around you, but it also could help others around you. But we ain't worried about the people around you. We're focused on you. There's a decision that you need to make for yourself. In other news, Spirit confirms that you are ready to take that leap of faith. Trust that Spirit has your back 100%. This leap will open the doors to amazing changes in your life. So go ahead and jump already. The time to do it is right now. This is in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, my full card. And the full card is one of my favorite cards in the deck. Absolutely my number one. I love the full card because I am a risk taker. And I always try to make the best decision for myself, good, bad, or ugly, because we have to make those hard decisions, right? And we have to be able to live with them. But Spirit is here to confirm that you are on the right track and that they do have your back 100%. They want you to take that leap of faith because the door is open to amazing changes that are about to be happening in your life. So go ahead and jump already. Listen, the time to do it is now. So if you have been procrastinating, do it. No more waiting. Whatever this is, Spirit is confirming that it's okay. This just in. Sagittarius, Spirit wants you to be grateful. You have been focusing so much on things you don't have that you never get to appreciate the things that you do have. So take this time to embrace all of what and who is around you. That is what really matters to you. So embrace what's around you, the people, your surroundings, embrace it. But always make the best decisions for you because only you have to live with them. Breaking news at the bottom of the deck, Sagittarius. You are welcome. You are welcome. Spirit says you are to remain drama-free. No fussing, no arguing, no cussing. Don't get in anybody's business and nobody needs to be in your business. Spirit says that you are to remain drama-free. Don't let others pull you into a world of stress and mental turmoil. Remain in tranquility and avoid anything or anyone that is disturbing your peace. So, you got to let somebody go. I'm just asking for a friend. You have to let somebody go. Do you have to let a few people go? Because somebody is disturbing your peace. And we can't have that. Absolutely not. Can't have it. Let's pull out a whole different deck. This is for the sign of Sagittarius, male or female Sagittarius. We all have masculine just as well as feminine energies. Babe, I can't even pick up my card. Probably got to cut my nails. This is we getting down to the root of a problem and what your personal challenges are. And we're going to try to see if the spiritual team that I have is going to give you a solution. I don't give anybody any advice. I try not to. Because even in personal readings, I want a person to come up with their own conclusion. Because we're all on a journey of life. And we have to be able to control the narrative. It can't be controlled by anyone else. None of us should be that weak-minded that we allow anyone to control us. So I will walk you through, and then I'm going to dog walk you through it. We're going to make sure you come up with the best solution for you, not me. I'll never make up anyone's mind to do something that I feel like they should do. Never at all. But I'm going to dog walk you until you come up with something that feels good. And you'll know when that body tingles. You got to pay attention to the body. The mind and the spirit is always going to talk. I promise you, whether you're getting goosebumps or the hairs are standing up on your body, the back of your neck, or wherever, you may feel a little brush come across your face of air. The spirits are always going to let you know when you're on the right path. I promise you that. Let's get to this reading. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate reading that I possibly can for the sign of Sagittarius, male or female. My right ear is ringing. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. That right ear is ringing for my son, let me tell you. My oldest son. I can hear it. Spirit guides, what message do we have for Sagittarius? It's 3-card spread. We're going to take the 3 that came out the closest to the bottom. And we're going to shove them back in. And I'm going to put them back over here. Listen, there's something that you desire to have, right? But this is card number 1. What caused the problem at hand? What was it that caused whatever this is that you're dealing with? And it was the timing of things. Divine timing. The timing wasn't right. The timing didn't coincide with what was going on in your life. And you know, time is something that we don't get to control. There's something that you tried to hold on to, but you had to learn how to let go of it. Be patient, because you're wondering if you should have let go or not. Spirit is saying everything works out in divine timing, and no one ever wants to hear that. We want what we want when we want it right now. But did you know that there's no such thing as time? True story. In this world, we do everything by time, so we can understand the placements of the sun and the moon when the world around us changes. The second card, a challenge for you to overcome this hurdle. Self-image. Self-image. Self-image is just like self-love, but you're working on yourself. You are improving your image, your character, because image is not always what's on the outside. It's what's on the inside. But you're focusing on the things that you can change instead of the things that you cannot. Most of us always try to focus on the things that we know we can't change, but we just think we can, and we like Thomas the Engine Chain. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. And sometimes we just can't. There's nothing we can do about past events. We can't do anything about anything that happened in the past. But what we can do is to do better for ourselves and make better decisions. You know, there's a Sagittarius here that has this superficial confidence. And you know what that means? Everything for you is on the outside. But do you know? The way you look at yourself may not be how another person looks at you. And that's one thing that you have to eat and swallow. It never should matter to you how anyone looks at you, sees you, because their opinion of you shouldn't matter. The only opinion that should matter is your own. So we got to push that superficial confidence to the side. And you got to stand on who you are. And you got to love everything about you. You have to love everything about you in order to fix the things that you dislike. But before you can fix them, you got to love everything. The bumps, the scars, the stretch marks, I'm just saying. The bruises, you got to love all of it. And then you work on fixing one thing at a time. What people don't know about you is that you have insecurity issues. People don't know that. And they don't need to know that. But there's no reason for you to feel insecure. That didn't come from you. That came from a person that you value, that said something to you that was false. And you believed it. And it's been riding with you for a long time. Ghosting. The last card, a solution to the problem, ghosting. The solution is you're about to play a disappearing act on someone or many people, because as we saw earlier, there's something that you need to let go of. So you're cutting off communication from someone or many people But you yourself, you feel rejected by these people. There's someone around you that even when you're around them, you feel empty. And that's not a good feeling. I call that a waste of time, a waste of energy. And sometimes people deal with lack of closure. But do you know, closure is not a real thing? The ego makes people think that they need closure. Why did you break up with me? Why did you say that to me? Why did you do that to me? Always looking for the answers. You don't need them. The ego wants you to have them. Let me tell you, when you stand in your truth is the only truth that matters. What they say is not relevant to you. Be happy someone walked away, and be happy not having closure, because people can lie to you about why they did something and you will still never get the answer that you desire, and that's the truth. So the truth is, whatever somebody says, it shouldn't matter to you. And that's how you begin life all over again. At the bottom of the deck, the beauty of this, Sagittarius, you have the world. You have the world right here in the palm of your hand. That shit is heavy, ain't it? Because when somebody has the world in the palm of their hand, it's like, where do I start? Where do I begin with this new me, this new life? Because I'm not carrying these insecurities anymore. So, this is you completing a major milestone of saying, fuck all of them that didn't do right by me. This is you broadening your horizon for you to have this new journey, because you just closed the door on a different journey, your past. Keep the past. Keep it closed. It doesn't belong where you're going. You have the world. Let's move on. That was Sagittarius, male or female. That was Sagittarius. Let's get it. Who am I? Let's do, we'll do Aries. We will go ahead and dive into Aries, right? I'm not going to make Aries be the last of the Zodiac, right? We're going to dive into Aries. Let me just cleanse this space. Excuse me. I know my husband is like, if this chick don't keeps, you're welcome. You're very welcome. If she don't stop spraying this stuff, I got to keep the space clean, let me tell you. But we're diving into Aries. Listen, I shuffle these cards. I shuffle them. And sometimes they come out again. But let's do it again. We're going to do Aries. Past, present, and future. We're going to go backwards to the top. We're going back to the top. Oh, Aries is doing good a little bit. A little bit. Because even though Aries is doing good, Aries thinks it's a little bit. Aries wants to go further. They're like, I want it all. Let me tell you. Because the bell went straight. And you like, that's not enough. And then it went to the right. That means you're moving forward. You still want more. It's never going to be enough. Aries, if you had $1 million, you want 2. If you had 3 million, you want 4. It's never going to be enough. Let's get to this reading. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate reading that I possibly can for the sign of Aries, male or female. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. I just heard you got that right. I just heard you got that right. All right, Aries, come through. Past, present, and future. Let's get to it. A lot of times when I get quiet, I'm speaking to my team. You know, I got to ask for help, to be honest with you. I don't ever do any of this by myself at all. We're going to pull 3 cards, Aries. In other news, Aries, it's time to stop beating yourself up. There may be a situation in your life where you only blame yourself, and that's not fair. When it comes to this, know that everything will eventually work itself out. There's something that transpired in your life, and you got these regrets. You think that I'll take the blame. That is better if you take the blame for it all. But Spirit is saying, nah, that's not fair. You keep beating yourself up, but Spirit is saying that's not fair. You know, once upon a time, I don't like to argue. I really don't. I feel like it's a waste of my time. I've always been a thick girl. Not this damn thick, but I've been a thick girl. And I never like to argue with anyone. It was a waste of my energy. It was a waste of my time. So I had this hands problem. If somebody got in my face, if they violated my space, I put them closer. True story. And then I got tired of doing that. Whatever somebody said, I said, we're going to let it be what it's going to be. I never tried to make an excuse to get myself out of it. I never said to anyone, yes, that's the truth, or no, it's not. Silence. My mother said, silence kills a person. Because people always want somebody to respond. And have you ever noticed if you kept quiet, that person will go off even more and more and more? They're aggravating themselves. There was a time I'll take the blame for anything and everything. Fuck it. But now, I don't do that. At all. There's an Aries here who needs to speak up. And be like, look, this shit ain't all on me. I played my part, but you played your part too. So there's an Aries here who needs to speak up. But right now, you're playing the woe is me, and you're taking all the blame for something that you didn't create. Now, you did have a major part to play, but it's not all yours to eat by yourself. We have breaking news. The time has come for you to do the work to heal your inner child. Listen, this card came out again. Doing this will help you to heal and understand why certain things and people continue to show up in your life. Remember, nothing good comes from ignoring a hurting child. So you too, Aries, as I said in the earlier reading, you have those inner childhood wounds. Taurus had the same thing. Connect from within. Heal those wounds. Is it easy to do? Absolutely not. Because when you go down that rabbit hole, every detail comes back into play. For me, it did. What I had on, how my hair was, where I was sitting, what did I do? I'm looking all around at myself. And like, as an adult, in my adult mind, it's like, did I entice my cousin? Because after all, I was in kindergarten. Like, did I move a certain way? Because a lot of y'all motherfuckers like to say that if a woman has on a miniskirt and if someone says something inappropriately to her, or even if they touch her, that she deserved it because of what she had on. Nigga, fuck you. You stupid. We can wear what we want to wear and you don't have the right to touch. Nobody has the right to touch anybody. I don't care how young they are or how old they are. So nah, my kindergarten self didn't have anything on to make a motherfucker touch me inappropriately. And when I get dressed today, nobody has the right to touch inappropriately. Not unless I give you my express consent. Fuck that. There's an Aries. You need help. But you need to help yourself first. So you got to go down that rabbit hole. And you know the crazy thing is, you got to do this by yourself. Nobody holding your hand. And you facing all those demons. And once you face them, you take you by the hand and lead you on to where you are today. And a lot of people didn't get this kind of advice. Do you know a lot of people aren't here because they didn't have anyone to show them, or they didn't trust anyone enough to tell them, this is what I'm dealing with. But the card says you're still dealing with some childhood wounds. So guess what? We have to turn ourselves inside out and go in to the core. And when you go into the core, we ain't here to blame mommy, daddy. We ain't here to blame uncle or anybody. We just focused on us. And letting you know that I got you. I got you. And you take you and carry yourself all the way to where you are today. Because for you to be where you are today, that is strength in itself. That is strength in itself. Do the work. Nah, doing the work isn't easy, but it's rewarding. Because when it's rewarding, you walk around like this with your head up and you ain't wearing none of that shit on you. It don't fit. It don't fit in your existence at all. So Aries, do the work. Do the work. In other news, Spirit confirms that you are ready to take the leap of faith. Trust that Spirit has your back 100%. This leap will open the doors to amazing changes in your life. So go ahead and jump already. The time to do it is now. Jump in. Turn yourself inside out, Aries. The time to do the work is right now. You know what? Go ahead and get your healing on, Aries. Go ahead and get your healing on. At the bottom of the deck, in other news, Spirit says pay attention to your dreams. Spirit is trying to deliver an important message to you through the dream world. Now may be a good time to get a dream journal. So there's an Aries that Spirit is trying to communicate with you. Sometimes when we are too stubborn to listen, right? In our awakened state, sometimes we got to do it in that REM state. Or sometimes we got to do it in that deep sleep state. And that's when you can hear. Some people can hear without being asleep. It's that whisper, it's that voice. Did you say something? Did I hear something? Oh, I thought I heard you say something. That's when they're trying to get your attention and nobody said anything. That message was from Spirit. However, pay attention to your dreams and write them down so that you can put your dream together properly. Sometimes when we have a dream, it may not make sense, but you write it down anyway. And you be like, yo, what was that supposed to mean? You're not supposed to understand it right then. Just keep writing it down. And then when you go back, when you're not so pressed to want to understand, then it begins to make sense. It begins to make sense. Let's get to this reading. Let's get to this reading for the sign of Aries, past, present, and future. Past, present, and future. I'm going to end up doing a part 2. Ooh-wee, because this is beginning to take shape. This is getting long. My coffee got cold over here. Let me tell you, I ain't even get a sip. It got cold. I don't want no cold coffee now unless it's a frozen coffee. You know what I mean?
I'll be sending you a list of what you got left.
Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Aries, male or female. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Past, present, and future. 3 cards. How many left?
7.
Ooh, 7. My husband said I still got 7 signs to go. Y'all may dislike me, but listen, I don't care. Y'all don't know me like that. But we may have to do a part 2 like in an hour. We may have to do a part 2 in an hour because I'm going to need a break. This is draining, let me tell you, right? But Aries, let me tell you, in your past, you had the Ace of Cups. Everything just felt right. Everything just felt good, right? You felt like you had true love. You felt like you had the romance of a lifetime. And you were even loving yourself better than what you love yourself right now. That was in the past. Then you took a turnaround. And your present moment is the Hierophant. This is what you're going through right now, the present. This is the number 5 card. The number 5 is also one of my numbers. If you were here yesterday, then you heard me say that I do love that number 5, let me tell you. But you're diving into your spiritual belief system. It took a minute because you were on the religious side, and I get it because most people are they're raised on the religious side. Until you come to an all-knowing, sometimes people get church hurt, right? And then they be like, I know it's something better. I'm just saying that's for some people. Some people still love their church, and I don't have nothing bad to say, right? But this is an Aries that I'm speaking to that's diving into his or her spirituality. You like, there got to be something more. There got to be something more. We just keep going over this Bible, and it doesn't make sense. The more I read it, the more it doesn't make sense. Ooh, did you find the chapter where it says that people did wear pants in the Bible? Because it's in there. Because a lot of churches say women not supposed to wear pants. I'm just saying, my Bible thumpers. But did you know? It's in there. You better read it. Let me tell you. But the number 5 symbolizes freedom. You're freeing yourself from things that you felt like kept you in prison of the mind. This is someone who's diving into their spirituality. You're curious about spirituality and how free it is. You ain't got to pay no tithes. You ain't got to watch your pastor driving no Cadillac, no Mercedes. I'm just saying, you ain't got to watch your pastor living better than you, right? When you getting broker and broker, giving him your offerings and your tithes for her. I'm just saying. But I'm speaking to an Aries that's very adventurous. And you love to explore. And you're having fun doing so. But you want more. Like I said, there could be an Aries that got $1 million, you want 2. When you get to 2, you want 3 or 4. You're exploring life. You're exploring the world around you. And you're having fun at doing so, but you want more. And you have a willingness to embrace change and transformation in your life, but you're going to do it on your own terms, Aries. You have a belief system. And your belief system is to be free. And that's what spirituality is freedom. We have the 3rd card. The 3rd card is your future. We're going to speak about your future. This is the outcome. And we have the number 14. This is temperance. Temperance is balance. Your future, you're going to have balance. Balance of the mind, balance of the soul. You're going to start releasing the clutter. Those childhood wounds, they're going to be balanced out because you are going to work on it or work on them. Whatever the situation is, you're going to work on it. You know, let's just say this. There's someone that you're not speaking to right now, Aries. And this is not an ex-lover. But there's someone that you're not speaking to, but you're going to be reconciling with them in the future. And there's going to be harmony. That you still think about. And that is what you're bringing towards you, the harmony. You want balance. And in your future, you're going to have the balance that you desire to have for yourself. The number 14 represents the meaning of new beginnings and positive changes that is going to be happening all around you. The number 14 is a special compound number made up of two individual numbers. The number 1 and the number 4, basic math, each with its own unique symbolism, energy, and potential meanings. The life path of number 14s includes confidence. Ooh, in the future, your confidence is going to be all the way up here. Nobody will be able to bring it down. See, just like Sagittarius, you hide it very well. On the outside, you pretend to be confident, but on the inside, not so much. However, you're working on it. And I love that because you're determined to do so. When you begin to heal wounds, when you come into an alignment with yourself, that's balance. And that restores confidence because you are a leader. You're very creative. You're very resourceful. And you do have a lot of charisma, whether you know it or not. And whether you know it or not, you have a special connection to the spiritual world. So welcome, Aries. Welcome home. Welcome home. And everything that you've learned in your research, share it. Share it with people. If they don't want to hear it, it's okay. You move on. But share your experiences. No shame, no embarrassment, because that's confidence. Share your experiences. We have the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The 5 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Pentacles at the back of the deck, at the bottom of the deck, hard times are over. Hard times are over. That feeling lack of not having is over. Because things are coming back into alignment. Right here, your future, you're going to have that balance. You're going to be reconciling with someone, a family member, a friend, a coworker, whatever. But there's harmony. Harmony is being restored. Harmony is being restored. Guys, I know, don't be disappointed. I'm going to take a 30-minute break. I do need my coffee. I have an addiction to coffee. I really do. I promise you. And I don't want my coffee in the microwave. I need a fresh cup of coffee and I need to be like, because this is a lot. And when I put myself into a reading, I'm putting myself into it. But I will be back in 30 minutes. Drinks, look, why you, Riley? That's messed up. You drinking a cup right now. I need my cup. I need my cup. Let me tell you, when I went to the doctor the other day, and my doctor, I was like, listen, because he always tells me to stop drinking coffee. And I have an addiction. You know how when you little and you run in the store for your mother to get her a cup of coffee and you take the top off and take a sip? Or when you home and your mother be like, make me a cup of coffee, and on the sly, you make yourself a little cup and hide it real quick, bring hers to her, and you sipping your coffee. That's how I became addicted. Since I was a kid, middle school, I became addicted to coffee. The worst ever. And it's bad. It's bad. But I'm doing better. I'm not even going to tell you how many cups a day of coffee that I did drink, but I'm doing better. But I'm going to tell you a story. I recently lost my aunt. And my aunt said to me, she said, Tara, she said, I need to talk to you. I said, okay, Aunt V. Her name start with a V. She said, you know, while I was in the hospital, I said, yeah. She said, but how much do you know? I said, I just know it got something to do with your heart. She said, let me tell you. She said, I went into the hospital with chest pain. She said, next thing you know, they were doing surgery on me. She said, I said to the Lord, because my aunt, she was up and down with spirituality and religion. She said, I said to the Lord, if you allow me to make it at my age and go home, I won't drink another cup of coffee, because the doctors told her that the coffee weakened her chest, her heart. True story. She said when she got home, she went to our favorite coffee place and got another damn cup of coffee. She said she was drinking it again. She had the surgery on her heart. She was like, forget that. I've been drinking it all these years. She said she had chest pain again. She went back in, and she said this time it was the big one. I said, what happened? She said, I had a heart attack. This time. She said, now I drink tea. I said, what you telling me for? She said, you drink the same coffee the same way. And I was like, damn, Aunt V, that's on you. That's your body. She said, we share the same blood. So, coffee, minimum. You can have it. But the way I drink it, it ain't the way. It's like a crackhead who get that first high and they know they don't need that second high, but they want it because they want it, and they don't even get high off the second high. That's me. When it comes to caffeine, I'm the crackhead of caffeine. And my aunt, she passed away. And so when you guys saw that I had to go to a funeral, not my uncle's, my great uncle, but my aunt. She was in her 80s, yes. But man, I'll post a video up here of us dancing. And when you see her, you be like, she in her 80s? Oh, we age like that for real. We cute over here, I promise you. Tall, long legs, beautiful. And yeah, in the video I'm going to show you. But she passed. Happened to my stepfather, Tammy, word up, coffee. And my doctor said to me, he was like, now this is my first appointment with him. Never met this man, but he was black, you heard? I won't have it any other way. And he touched me. He just touched me. And he was like, you drink coffee. I was like, bitch, how you know? I said it just like that. My husband is sitting right in front of me. He'd be like, your mouth. And he was like, I could feel it in your body that you drink a lot of coffee. I was like, yeah, I do. So anyway, I went to the doctor the other day. And I said, before you say anything, I was outside drinking coffee in front of the office. I'm still drinking coffee because I knew my husband wanted to snitch on me and I wasn't going to let him get that off. So I'm going to tell my own story. I'm going to talk about my own demons. And he was like, you're going to get enough of it. Do you know, it was yesterday morning, not yesterday morning, the day before, I woke up screaming with a Charlie horse. I had never had a Charlie horse. I was like, bitch, what the fuck is this? At first, I thought somebody was trying to put roots on me. I was like, somebody trying to get me? I'm going to get them the same damn way. But it wasn't that. My doctor said, the way you drink coffee, you could start having spasms. And I'm like, oh. And I said to my doctor, not this time. The time before, I was like, you a special person. I was like, you got special gifts. And I was like, you got healing hands. And this fucker was like, you going to start having spasms. And the next day, I had them. Coffee. You know how the old people always say everything the devil? It's the fucking devil. Coffee the devil, let me tell you. But I'm addicted. I have an addiction and I'm working on it. I'm doing better than I was. I promise you that. I don't drink. I don't do no damn drugs. Yo, it's coffee over here. All this that you see, this is all coffee. This is caramel frappes. This is coffee with cream and sugar. This all coffee over here. All of this weight gain is from my coffee. And that's a true story. It ain't food. It's not food. A lot of people have an addiction to a lot of things, but it ain't food. But I do eat candy a lot too. I like candy. I'm fucked up like that. I like Hershey's with almonds. I feel the back to see how many almonds is in it before I buy it. I like penny candy, the Swedish fish, cherry balls. I like Old Henry, old school candy. I'm so old school. And I got a problem with that. And my husband, he always be trying to put his mouth on me. One day you going to get diabetes. I told him, my nigga, I know you a lie. You's a liar, right? Like, nah. And every time I get my blood results, he be like, damn. I be like, see, you be talking all that shit. But I'm protected. But he said, your day not here yet. Keep running your mouth. The future is not here. Listen, I'm not going to let him make me eat my words. And I have to come back and haunt his ass. But nah, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. I am doing better. I am. I have been. Haven't I been doing better?
No.
He lying. Sometimes people lie. But I have been doing better. I went 5 days without a caramel frappe. That's a big deal. Day 6, it was a problem. I was like a crackhead. I was like ready to thump up in here, right? And I'm back on them again. So it's like I'm balancing it out. True story. And when I get off here with you guys, 30 minutes, I'm going to go run, get me a caramel frappe. And then I'm going to come back. But I don't got too many places I could go to around here because my coffee shop, they change workers. Like they change their clothes. And I probably done talk shit to everybody. So I be telling my husband, can you go for me? Because he handsome. So I know the girls, they going to treat him well. I ain't no jealous wife, My daughter, I be like, can you go get it for me? They be like, why you can't go get it? You got to stop cursing everybody out. Listen, if they hands ain't clean, if I see them touching their hair or their finger next to their face, you can't make my drink. Like, I don't want your cooties. And I'm that person, yo. Can you wash your hands? You could do that shit at home, but you in the food industry. I'm going to need you to wash these things. Oh, yeah, I be doing the most. Yeah, we just had COVID. You know what I mean? We had COVID, so I mean, come on. I don't want to share germs, right? I don't want to share germs. But I'll be back in 30 minutes and we'll get back to the rest of the reading. We'll go straight through. But I'm having a little fit over here. I ain't lying. I'm telling the truth. I need some coffee. And I'll be back in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And thank you. Thank you, everyone that stayed here. When I do an all signs reading, y'all know it's long. But we're going to get dirty. We're going to get to the bottom of it. We're going to see what's going on. And I'm going to give you the best for free. For free. And my part 2 is for free. Let me just tell you. You know, listen, I'll be back in 30 minutes.